Joby Aviation, the night of their earnings call. Let's warm up for the earnings call with some good news coming from Uber. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas, investor and Vaz. Do you know what time it is? Time to start talking eVTOLs. The night of the nights. Maybe not, but definitely the night of this quarter. We've been talking about this for a week now, building up slowly but surely to the main event of this quarter, Joby Aviation, fourth quarter and the whole financial year 2025 earnings call tonight on this channel as well. Don't go anywhere. When we finish, you will go to Martyn Lucas's closing bell show, and then from the closing bell show, we go back to the earnings call. So if you stay where you are, just sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, grab your Coke or whatever you're drinking tonight, maybe a beer, and enjoy. Because tonight, we're going to set the tone for the whole eVTOL market. Tonight, on Monday with Arch Aviation's earnings, and then on Tuesday when we get some good news, hopefully. So let's just warm up and kick it off with the good news coming through this morning. We are talking Joby and Uber. What is this news about? Joby Aviation have announced partnership with Uber. Obviously, it's already been established, but they announced progress on this. So Joby aircraft takes flight over Dubai at the launch of Uber Air powered by Joby. So we are kicking off a new feature of Uber, and it's called Uber Air. A seamless way for riders to book Joby Aviation's all-electric air taxi directly through the Uber app. I will show you shortly how the interface looks like. It's very simple and I love it. So we had very big and good news on this morning, and you will see the reaction on the stock chart as well. We'll look into that in the very minute. We are introducing Uber Air powered by Joby, giving riders a first look at how they will be able to book a Joby Aviation all-electric air taxi directly in the Uber app. Joby expects to carry its first passengers later this year in Dubai, and we will hear more update on it today after the closing bell. In Dubai, making a major milestone in the Joby-Uber partnership to bring multimodal transportation to cities around the world. This is the interface. This is the interface. Have a look. You basically put in your destination and you can select whether you want to use the aircraft or not, whether you want to go in 2 dimensions or whether you want to fly in 3 dimensions. Massive news. And this will be deployed in the United States as well. More on that on the earnings call, and more on that next week as well, when we have some announcement from the Department of Transport and the FAA as well. That was enough of as wells. Let's move on with the news. One-tap booking. What is this about? To experience the future of flight and on a Joby aircraft, riders will simply open the Uber app and enter their destination in Where To section or bar. If their trip qualifies, Uber Air powered by Joby will appear as an option. With a single tap, the app seamlessly connects and books every leg of the journey, including Uber Black pickup and drop-off. We are talking about premium experience. We are not only talking about flying taxis and high-tech gadgety stuff. We are talking premium experience. Joby flight experience. Now Joby are describing how efficient they are in the air. We know what the flying taxis are about, so I don't think we need to break this down. Also, aircraft details. Joby's aircraft uses 6 tilting propellers to take off vertically before transitioning into forward flight. It can travel at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour at the max top speeds. Okay, this is not the cruising speed, and has a range of up to 100 miles on a single charge. We also have more description. They are designed for cities. We talk about this on every show. We talk about this every day. The flying taxis are supposed to be the future. They are supposed to relieve of the traffic congestion. You are not traveling in 2 dimensions anymore. You are not getting congested and jammed. You can now be smart and move in the 3rd dimension over these obstacles. and path to US flight. Something very hot coming next week. Before launching commercial operations in the United States, the Federal Aviation Administration requires extensive testing and certification. Joby has already completed more than 50,000 miles of flight tests across its fleet and has begun the final stage of the certification process, reflecting its safety, focused approach and steady progress toward carrying passengers. If you join me tonight, you will hear from Joe Ben, the CEO. You will hear more and you will hear the full breakdown. We also have Chief Product Officer at Uber and their comment. This was announced by both, on both sides, by Uber and Joby as well. So if you go to both websites, you will see this same announcement. By the way, we've long believed in the power of advanced air mobility to transform how people move through cities, said Sachin Kansal, Chief Product Officer at Uber. With Uber Air, riders will be able to book Joby's electric air taxi through a simple and familiar one-tap experience on Uber, seamlessly connecting every leg of their journey, making ground-to-sky travel even more effortless. I think enough being said. I just want to expand and put this into context. Last year, Uber and Joby announced plans to bring Blade's commercial helicopter service to the Uber app in 2026. What is Blade Air Mobility? Let's get to that in a very second. Following Joby's acquisition of Blade's passenger business, the partnership will help pave the way for Joby's electric air taxi service, once approved, to expand to markets around the world, including Dubai, New York, Los Angeles, the United Kingdom, and Japan. So, Blade Air Mobility, basically helicopter taxi in New York, Los Angeles, on the European market as well, and they have more network places or more network point of interest around the world. But in easy words, in simple words, easy explanation, basically you can book a helicopter through a web interface. You don't have to pay for a private hire, and you will get a premium experience for not so premium money. So Joby Aviation have acquired Blade Air Mobility last year, and this could be good news and good driver for tonight's earnings call as well, because we can finally see some good revenue channel build up by Joby. Needless to say, already mentioned Uber app. Who knows, maybe end of the year or next year, you'll be able to book your helicopter or flying taxi and eVTOL to fly over New York. Tonight is the night, earnings call, and we've got already from Joby little shed of light on what is today's topic. So we have vertical integration, operational readiness, and global scale. Let's just quickly break it down. We've got about 10 minutes. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions, if you have any comments. Let me know in the chat. It will be 5 minutes. Or we will quickly have a look at the eVTOL market stock, what everything is doing, and then I will send you off to Martyn to his closing bell show. So let me know in the chat if you have any questions. This will be the hot topic of tonight. The Mid East venture of Joby Aviation. First ever adapter, global premiere of the flying taxis, the flying taxi network, Dubai. Joby exclusively, you can see the established already network, Dubai International Airport. This will be the keynote, and we should get update on this on the call as well. But saying that, we will be able to establish when we can expect first passenger flights in the Mid East. That could be massive news. That could be massive catalyst for the whole sector. This is Dubai International. You can see simple vertiport, but this is a pilot product. This is a test pioneering hub in the Dubai environment, in the Dubai network. So it looks fairly tiny, but don't worry, it will get its own use. I'm definitely waiting and looking out for update on the construction progress, because we should be on the track to finish this vertiport, this little hub, on this quarter. So we have about 4 or 5 weeks. Let's hear tonight The Mid-East venture is crucial and critical for Joby Aviation. As I said, it's an early adapter, and this could be their proof of concept as well. So rather than thinking and putting our network and building it on paper, we can finally fly in the real world. We can fly passengers towards the end of the year, ideally, and hopefully, and I think we will get good positive update on this. Not only that, not only proof of concept, this could be initial revenue for Joby Aviation as well. This could be first proper revenue channel established on their side. Not only some partial revenue channels through businesses they acquired. We are now talking selling their aircraft and operating it. So finally, Joby will slowly become generating revenue. Extensive fleet, we will definitely hear an update. So far, it looks like we have 8 aircraft being operated and flown by Joby themselves. And you could hear it, over 50,000 test flight miles. That is very extensive. What we are looking at is an update on their certification. That will be one of the key points. And everyone is looking out for it. Because once they achieve the FAA certification, that means that their aircraft is safe and sound and they can fly passengers around United States and other international regions that apply the FAA standard. Joby have developed very clever way of tracking their progress. This is first quarter of this year, and you can see they have already ended and finished 2 stages. As we go further, you can see mainly this bar, the show and verify and testing and analysis, stage 4 and 5. The second quarter, you can see we have solid progress, and this is the third quarter. We have even more progress. What can we expect for this quarter? I don't think we will have complete bars, but who knows? We have greater progress. This could be big catalyst. And I want to hear from Joby, me as an investor and the sector follower. I want to hear, what is their timeline? Are they going to finally put the finger on the roadmap and say, we will be complete and ready to fly on this day? We will see. We will find out. And that's why I'm saying this earnings call is the key event of the whole quarter for the eVTOL market. As already mentioned, Dubai, you can see their aircraft S4 being presented in Dubai with a Dubai specific livery. That's not only about Dubai. We are also talking about deployment in the United States, maybe as early as end of the year. And we already mentioned this. Department of Transport, through the Federal Aviation Administration, announces a new eVTOL and Advanced Air Mobility Integration Pilot Program, EIPP, Integration Pilot Program, that will accelerate the deployment of safe and lawful eVTOL and other advanced air mobility aircraft operations in the United States. So we are not talking only about flying passengers. We are not talking flying taxis. We are talking emergency services. We are talking drone deliveries, you name it. There's a very wide range of use cases for the advanced air mobility. But why are we talking about this? Well, we might hear a slight hint on the networks Joby have submitted their applications for. We already know that Joby have publicly announced that they have submitted their applications to develop network in Texas. They are developing, or they would like to develop a network in Ohio as well for emergency services. And they are also developing, or they would like to be part of the New York Center development. So I want to hear tonight, I don't want to hear the result, the outcome, but I would like to hear what applications and what sectors are Joby focusing on. That would be very interesting. And again, that could be very positive news for the eVTOL sector and for you as an investor. New York City, that will be in the spotlight. That will be the key point of the United States network and the flying taxi adaptation network and the concept. You can see here Skyport downtown, the key hub, bottom of the Manhattan or downtown of Manhattan, very heart of New York. The whole complex network will be pivoting around it. And you can see Joby's S4 aircraft in this picture as well. Joby actually landed in this heliport. Currently, it is a heliport, but it will be transitioned and adapted to a vertiport. So, along with that, we have Dubai, the Mid East venture. It's not only about Dubai, it's multiple cities, but this is the key point for key area for Joby themselves. Are we going to get good news? Are we going to get positive news, positive update? Me personally, I think we won't get disappointment. And maybe we could see the markets already pricing this in. So let's have a quick look at the markets. I will quickly address your comments in the chat section, and then we will send you to Martyn. Today, very green morning. Everything was up in the morning. Pre-market, very good pump on the eVTOL market as well. So far, currently, Joby sitting just below $10 mark. If you want to see price predictions, if you want to see your key levels, join me for the earnings call. We'll be starting before the closing bell, so you might have your chances to place your limit orders before the bell. So join me in about 40-45 minutes. We'll be talking about charts as well. But Joby Aviation sitting just below $10. We had a little pump on this news. We had a little pump in the morning before the opening bell. The news with Uber. Archer Aviation slowly recovering from below the $7 mark. Vertical Aerospace seem to be digesting the yesterday's Archer complaint fairly well. We have Amprius Technologies. That is my sweetheart. That is my stock sweetheart in our little eVTOL market, ETF as we call it. We'll talk about it next week. I will prepare a live special about Amprius, and then we are covering that earnings call as well. Amprius Technologies, I will spill it now. Me personally, it's publicly undisclosed. But me personally, I think Amprius Technologies are supplying batteries to Joby. I think they have contract with Joby, and obviously this is hidden by the NDA, but there are certain indices and certain cues that lead us onto this conclusion. So definitely tune in. Whilst we are talking about it, why don't you hit the like button and subscribe as well, so you're not missing anything. Next week, we'll talk about Amprius Technologies, and I will explain why me personally, I think they are supplying batteries to Joby. So that's the eVTOL market. Let's get back in the studio, quickly talk to you, and I will send you off to the closing bell with Martyn. There we are. Thank you again for joining me. I am very excited. We are running a poll. I will close it now. Oh, the poll didn't work. Okay, fair enough. Let me just change the scenes. The poll didn't work. I was asking you, Joby tonight, big surprise, solid update, mediocre, guidance, or disappointment. For whatever reason, the polls sometimes don't work, so I will close it as unsuccessful one. Doesn't matter. We've got Liz here. Asman Wahid, buy before earning or wait. Join me, wait, stay where you are. You will come to the closing bell of Martyn. He will tell you about Nvidia, because Nvidia's earnings, their result, can affect and impact Joby's price today as well, big time. So stay where you are, join Martyn, and after Martyn, in about 40 minutes, you will join me for the full analysis, for the stock chat breakdown as well, and we'll do deep dive live analysis as we go. The poll is glitchy. Yes, it didn't work for whatever reason. That is YouTube issue. I didn't answer to. Okay, Trixie is here as well. I love it. This way, Death Gaming and Liz. Any questions? Would you buy now? Join me on the event before the closing bell. We'll start about 20-15 minutes before the closing bell. Join me and I will tell you my strategies. I will tell you my position. I will tell you how you can benefit and handle this. Share your price target. Yes, join me on the main event. I will send you off to Martyn. I scooped 3K shares at 9.92. stay where you are. Give it 40 minutes. Join me. We'll have a look. I'm sending you now to the main event of the closing bell, and then about 15 minutes before the actual closing bell, join me for the Joby earnings. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other.